Yesterday's not far behind. I've just begun, 'cause we never say goodbye, no goodbye. Memories are nothing but songs on the wind. There's never an end or a place they begin. As I think and I dream, everything as it seems, 'cause memories are nothing but songs on the wind. When we listen, we sing through all the day, and when we look up, and the sun will light the way, tomorrow come. Yesterday's not far behind. I've just begun, and the memories all live on and on. We think memories can be lost, gone and forgotten, but they're within, make us whole, swaying in the wind. Memories are nothing but songs on the wind. There's never an end or a place they begin. As I think and I dream, everything as it seems, 'cause memories are nothing but songs on the wind. Yes, I know you are with me right till the end. Yes, I know you will always be my friend. Yes, I know you are with me right till the end. Yes, I know you will always be my friend. As I think and I dream, everything as it seems, 'cause memories are nothing but songs on the
I am the center of creation. I am the seed planted in the stillness. I am the center of creation. Fertile ground for the highest thoughts of God. I am the center of creation. I am the tree rooted in fullness. I am the center of creation. Fertile ground for the highest thoughts of God. I am the center of creation. I am complete, living in wholeness. I am the center of creation. Fertile ground for the highest thoughts of God.
Good morning and welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, coming to you live from the Inspiration Cafe in Paoli, Pennsylvania. I'm Maxine Kaye, and I'm delighted to be the spiritual leader of this fabulous congregation. We are meeting in person today. Yay. So welcome everybody who's here with me this morning, and welcome to everybody who is with us virtually. And we're so grateful to have you with us. It's a beautiful sunny day, so I understand that many of you are working in your gardens or just enjoying the cherry blossoms, whatever's left on the trees after that wind came through. It's a gorgeous day, beautiful spring day, and we have earned it, haven't we? Well, wherever you may be in the world, you're so welcome to our world, because here you are loved and accepted and celebrated just for who you are. Wherever you may be on your spiritual path, this is a place you are welcome, you are included, you are embraced, and so invited to walk with us for this hour or dance with us if you choose along the path of our shared journey. And so here at the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, we provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. That's what we are all about. And we walk with each other, we love each other, we dance with each other, we cry with each other, we laugh with each other, and we support each other on our spiritual journey. And we're supporting you today on yours, whatever that might be for you, because we honor every faith tradition, and we continue to walk together arm in arm and enjoy the company. And we also love to get to learn about other people's faith traditions. We're very inclusive. We understand that God is everywhere, within everyone and everything. And because of that, we're able to celebrate our unity in diversity and our diversity in unity. We belong to, of course, our global organization, which is Centers for Spiritual Living. And the Centers for Spiritual Living, definitely a worldwide organization. We have centers, we have practitioners, we have ministers all around the world. And it's growing in many different countries. Thank you very much. So we have a vision and a mission that is our organizations that we agree with and share and do our best to live them. And so our mission, actually, our vision, sometimes they just seem pretty much the same, because we're creating in our divine imagination a new picture for the world and accepting for ourselves what is ours to do to make that come true. So we're going to share this with you. There it is on the screen already. You're way ahead of me. Isn't that great? We have the best production team here. I have to run to keep up with them. So I'd like you to share this with me. Ready? Awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. That is what we are all about. Because there is the magnificence of spirit within every sentient being. Now stop and think about this for a minute. Within you, within your neighbors, within your family members, within all the people in your community, within everyone in the entire world. So can you imagine what it is going to be like when we finally realize that we can wake up and awaken others to that divinity, which is the eternal lasting truth of all of us? Wow. Then we have a vision, which is, it's what is ours to do, of course. And what is ours to do? We are all about co-creating a world that works for everyone, a world that works for all, for the planet, for the plants and the trees and the animals and the sea and the sky, a world that works for all without exception. And so as we have this beautiful, beautiful vision and mission of seeing the truth within everyone, helping them understand who they truly are, remembering who and whose we are, and then going about the divine business of co-creating this beautiful new world, then we are doing what we came here to do. And isn't it wonderful? And we don't have to take it too seriously, you know. We just need to take what we're doing seriously, but not take ourselves too seriously while we're doing it. And that was a suggestion by our founder, Ernest Holmes. So glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Now, in our community right here in Paoli, we also have a powerful statement that we love to share. We've had it for years now. We like it so much we haven't changed it. So I'm going to ask you if you would like to say it with me. Living, loving, learning. Spirituality that works. And it does work. It changes lives. It opens hearts. It heals. It reveals the spiritual truth of everything and everyone. Now, many years ago, probably about 100 years ago, our founder, Ernest Holmes, was asked what it was that we believe. So he put together a lot of declarations about what we believe, and it's come to be known as the Declaration of Principles. Well, I've chosen one today that seems to go well with our theme for the month of April and for today's sharing as well. And there it is. If you care to say it with me, I encourage you to. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. Now that is a wonderful place to focus our attention, isn't it? Instead of getting too involved in the distractions and the destruction and all that we can see around us, if we're paying too much attention to it, we can come back to realizing that goodness is at the heart of everything. That harmony underlies all of the other experiences that we might have or we might behold going on in the world. So it is true that the eternal goodness, eternal, not just once in a while, oh, this is a good day, this is not, no, eternal goodness. That's the presence of God that indwells, sustains, illuminates, motivates all of life. So, now we're going to have an opening song, and it's called A Blessing to the World by wonderful Karen Drucker. Take it away, Karen.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world.
Hi, kids. Good morning to you. We don't have any present here today, but I know you're out there, so I have a little message for you. Remember last week we talked about the total solar eclipse that was coming up right after that? Well, it did, didn't it? I hope that you all had a wonderful opportunity to participate in observing this amazing experience. Well, Reverend Mike and I went out, as I mentioned to you last week, to Hibernian Park, and we didn't know anybody there, and it didn't matter a bit. You know why? Because we were all there for the same glorious reason. And it was so wonderful sitting in our chairs that we carried out with our special glasses to be very kind to our eyes and looking up and watching the changes, getting darker, getting lighter, small, large. And it was about maybe 90%. There were some places, as you know, of probably farther north and different areas where it was 100%. In fact, I have a friend who took the family up to upstate New York, and they said that it was 100% and that it was suddenly 8 o'clock at night. Wouldn't that have been exciting? Well, it was exciting enough where we were. And part of the great fun of it for us was that, as I said, we didn't know anybody there, but we were all connected because we were all there for the same glorious experience. And it felt wonderful simply to be sharing this. And there was a lot of silence because we were really focusing on these beautiful, amazing changes that we knew were going to happen. It was not a surprise, and it was absolutely delightful. Can you imagine what that might have been like for our ancestors millions of years ago who didn't know what was going to happen? And suddenly, everything went dark. It must have been frightening, don't you think? And they ultimately learned, in fact, some very early people really did learn a lot about astronomy and figured out how to know when the planets were going to be aligned in certain ways and what was going to be happening. They learned how to follow the seasons, to sow the seeds at the right time, those in the agrarian society, so that they could have the food. They had to learn the rules of the universe, right? And they knew that it wasn't something that just was like come and go, that there was a purpose behind it. There's a harmony underlying everything. So we know that we can trust these things. We can trust the universe because we're a part of it, and it's all made out of the same divine substance. It's pretty good to know and to remember that God is the only life there is, everywhere present, and that you and I share that. One life, your life, my life, and we live in a beautiful universe that we can trust. In fact, somebody once said, you can trust a universe that gives you flowers. I do trust the universe. I do love that it gives us flowers. I do love that we can learn how to work in harmony with all the beautiful universal laws. So enjoy each and every day. This is a beautiful spring day. I trust you're going to get out and do something wonderful. Maybe mow the lawn. Well, that could be wonderful, especially for your parents. We love you a lot and hope to see you very soon. Have a great Sunday. Now, I think we're going to hear from our announcer of the day, who is also today's production manager, and that would be Payson Bird, the vice president of our board of trustees. Take it away, Payson.
Thank you, Dr. Maxine. Hi, everyone. My name is, as she said, Payson Bird. I'm the vice president of the board of trustees, and I'm here with today's announcements. Yay! So, just these are short today. Just a couple ones. First, I'd like to welcome all who are here with us, both here and elsewhere, like Florida, Texas, Canada. We're everywhere. Welcome. Our next in-person celebration is, well, today is an in-person celebration, and tomorrow, in 2 weeks, April 28th, we'll be again here at the Inspiration Cafe for the next one. If you want to know how to use the science of mind, Reverend Mike continues to hold his Zoom workshop Saturday mornings from 9:45 to 11 a.m., and you can still jump in. Remember, that's a long form program, so he's always doing it. He's been doing it for how many years now? A while. It's officially a while. Our next full moon ceremony will be led by Diane Wilson. Will be held tomorrow evening. That's tomorrow. No, wait. Wednesday. That's tomorrow, Wednesday evening. I'm reading it. April 24th from 7 to 8 p.m. in Collegeville. Is that clear? As many of you know, we continue to hold our Nibbles and New Thought discussion gathering the first Mondays of every month. Our next Nibbles and New Thought will be held tomorrow evening, right? No, is it not right? Tomorrow, May 6th? May 6th. Monday, May 6th, not tomorrow. Monday, May 6th. At 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at TJ's Restaurant in the Paoli Village Shops near the Paoli train station. Just go to our website to register if you can join us. So remember, you're registering for everything. You go to www. You see it right there, okay? And remember, I'm just going to remember our front page, and this is how you navigate. You go up to this pop-up window, and this is how you get there, okay? We ask you to register just so that we know you're coming, and we can make appropriate plans. Let me get off of that. Okay. So, like I said, the quickest way to get details or to register for any of our events or classes is to look at the pop-up screen. And you can always go to our events calendar on the website. That's it for today's announcements. And a little clunky, sorry about that, trying to multitask, but I'll see you next week. I'll be here, and looking forward to seeing all of you. Have a good one.
Thank you, Payson. Thank you. You always make the announcements delightful. Now we're going to have an opening spiritual mind treatment, affirmative prayer, by our practitioner of the day, Sarah Funk. And I welcome her to come up, do a little reading, do a little praying. Here she comes.
Thank you, Dr. Maxine. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It is a beautiful day. I'm going to read something from Creative Mind, and it's entitled The Perfect Universe. The one who desires to heal must stop seeing, reading about, discussing, or listening to conversation about sickness. There is no other way under the sun except as we let go of that which we do not desire and take that which we wish to have. There is too much of this deceiving ourselves into thinking that we can do two ways at once. We may deceive ourselves and possibly other people, but the law remains the same, a law of mental correspondences and nothing else. We cannot go beyond our ability to realize this truth. Water rises only to its own level. In our clients as well as in ourselves and our environment, we will reflect what we are, not at our best in the few moments of silence, but in the long run of ordinary life and thought. I will do this treatment in the first person, and please take it for yourself if you so desire. There is only one power, one source of infinite divine intelligence. This power is God. This power is the universe speaking to us and through us, lifting us to greater and greater heights. This power is our universe loving us in kindness, in love, in joy, and deep gratitude. And I know this power moves through me, and I know it moves through each and every person. It is our good. It is our God. We do not need to look anywhere for anything, for it all lives within us. We are already there, in consciousness, in truth. And I know this is the truth. I'm deeply grateful that this is so. And I release this treatment into God's holy law, knowing it is acted upon and done. And together we say, and so it is. Now I'll read the affirmation for today. I relax into spirit, trusting its loving activity to bring forth good and greater good each moment.
When things go wrong, it's natural to wonder, what celestial rule did I break? When things go right, it's logical to ponder, what credit can I take? But the truth is so much easier. I don't need a master plan. I can live here in the moment, 'cause my life is in good hands. I don't need to know where the wind blows, 'cause God knows. I don't need to know what the future holds, 'cause God knows. I need never know how pain ends, how my heart mends. I can just let go, 'cause God knows. Well, still I find I'm crying out for answers. Guess I'm still craving control. And still I find I'm afraid of taking chances, as if I could damage my soul. But at this moment I remember it comes so clear to me that the minute I surrender, I'm as safe as I could be. I don't need to know where the time goes, 'cause God knows. I don't need to know what the future holds, 'cause God knows. I need never know how pain ends, how my heart mends. I can just let go, 'cause God need never know how pain ends, how my heart mends. I can just let go. I can just let go. I can just let go. 'Cause God knows. God knows. God knows.
Ah, what a sweet way to begin our meditation. Coming into that sacred place of silence within us, we let go of all the external distractions. Come sweetly and completely into the warm, divine embrace of Spirit. How sweet it is to come to the place, to the point of silent, sacred, serene acceptance, where we are completely embraced and feel that wonderful sense of true belonging. But this is truly where we belong, in the comfort and the love and the wisdom of the One. And here we rest and let go and feel the embrace as the divine substance of infinite life fills us. And with each breath, each infilling, Spirit dances in each cell of our bodies, lovingly harmonizes our emotions, clarifies our thoughts. So physically, emotionally, and mentally, we are aligned with the truth, the authentic self. And we dedicate our persona, the physical, emotional, and mental, to higher purposes, which Spirit in us knows. And in this sweet, sacred space, we're so filled with love, compassion, kindness, and so beautifully guided by wisdom into each next step for the unfoldment of our good, that we remember that God is all there is. All there is. Omnipotent, all-powerful, omniscient, all-knowing, omnipresent, everywhere present, right here, right now. And each of us, let us each now open our hearts and our minds to remember who we are and whose we are. That there is never any separation. That there is only God, only good, right here, right now. And let the healing of whatever needs to be healed become a true revealing of the essence of spirit that dwells within and all around us and is our very life. And take this moment to come into the silence even more deeply, to listen with our hearts, and ask a question, if you wish, of that indwelling wisdom, knowing it is so willing to reveal all of the answers to you. Come into the silence. And from the warmth of the embrace of the divine, feel the energy moving through your body, mind, and spirit. It is love, it is wisdom, it is empowerment. And let that divine life shine through you so completely that it moves out and touches and blesses and lifts up all the world. And then come back into your heart and give thanks, great, glorious thanks for this life that sets us free and keeps us free. All is well. All is well. Truly, truly, all is well.
In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know In the stillness of this moment, I feel love. I feel love. In the stillness of this moment, I feel love. I feel love, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment I feel love. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment I am peace. I am love. I am peace. I am love. I am a child of this universe. The ocean dances at my feet. The wind plays a melody through my hair. I am loved at every turn. I am kissed by Mother. I am a child of this universe. The sun warms me in its embrace. The stars have a light for me in the sky. I am honored by all life. I am held by Father Time. Every blade of grass, every shaking leaf on the tree, every mountain top sings of the glory of God moving through me, moving through you. Oh. I am a child of this universe. Through my breath, all of life can breathe. I plant the seeds with my every dream. I can love at every turn. Give a kiss to Mother Earth. Yes, I am a child of this universe. I greet the God in each face. I am a channel for peace to flow I sing of the glory of God moving through moving as
Well, we are back. What wonderful music to get us up and running this morning. What a beautiful day. We are loving this April weather. It is so gorgeous. And the whole month of April, our theme is Heaven to Earth, which reminds us that everything begins in the absolute and winds up manifesting itself in form on earth. And today, we're going to be discovering why it is appropriate to trust the universe. Ernest Holmes, in the Science of Mind textbook, writes, "We are awakening to the realization that the universe is perfect and complete. It gives. It is love. It is good and wills only good to all alike." Wow, this omnipotent, beneficent power and presence constantly giving generously out of itself, that's God. And how it shows up in the universe is you and me and the beautiful planet in which we live and for which we are to some degree responsible for keeping it beautiful and wonderful. And we do that by returning often to the realization that in truth it is already whole, complete, and perfect. So are you, and so am I. Now, what does it mean to trust the universe? Do you trust the universe? What would that mean? What would that look and feel like? I think it's being in a place where no matter what's happening around us, we can still trust something greater. Where obstacles are seen as opportunities. And how it provides ways for us to deepen our love for the universe. I love the universe because it is an outpicturing of the presence of God itself. So of course I love it. And this also means where we can see that the challenging situations, anybody out there have had any challenging situations? Okay, well, if you ever do, we can see them as divine spiritual assignments to help us to heal and to grow. What do you think of that as a different perspective? Whatever those challenges may have been or may be, to see them as spiritual assignments. I like that. You know, in the human condition, and we have that too, we are divine beings and we're having these human conditions, and most of them are wonderful and thrilling and sweet, powerful, delightful, and some of them aren't. And sometimes we have what would be called phobias. Anybody ever have a phobia? Oh, okay. Well, there's quite a variety of them, I understand. One of them, well, I'll talk about that in a moment. But when we have a fear of anything, that's the time to employ the Greek word metanoia, which we read in the scriptures as repentance. Now that sounds kind of grim, doesn't it? Repent, all ye sinners. I like to say, repent, all ye winners. Metanoia really means turning the mind in another direction. Simple as that. Forget about the problem, think about God. Emmett Fox in The Golden Key, right? we refocus our attention. We turn our mind in a different direction. I think that might be the answer for the phobias that human beings tend to have from time to time. For instance, many years ago, my daughter and I were flying from Northern California to Southern, and it was on a PSA flight. Anybody remember PSA airline? And my daughter told me she was afraid of flying. She'd been telling me that for some time. She was young at that time. We still are, as a matter of fact. Don't forget it. And I said, "Sweetie, you're not afraid of flying. You're afraid of crashing." She said, "Yes, that's it, exactly." Well, we boarded the plane in San Francisco, ready to fly to Los Angeles. And it turned out that they did not have two seats next to each other on that flight. And my daughter began to panic a bit. And one of the flight attendants saw what was going on. I will never know if this is true or not, but what she told my daughter after she seated her in another place was that they were short-staffed that day, and would she please join them in helping out to take the place of the airline stewardess who wasn't able to make it that day. So my daughter went right into helping mode, and she served beverages and peanuts and was gracious to all the passengers and made them feel wonderful. She was fine the whole flight. Now, could there be a lesson in that? Could we learn about getting out of ourselves long enough to extend ourselves to another person and bring presence to another person and forget about that silly problem? It wasn't silly to us. It was very painful. But to forget about it long enough to let God be God in us and to make a difference for someone else. Maybe that could apply to other people's lives as well. The Spirit is generous. It gives and it gives and it gives. And we have the great joy of receiving and receiving and receiving. We also have the great joy of being that presence, of letting God be God in us, so that we become generous givers as well as generous receivers. The Spirit is generous, and the law is reliable. We can trust the universe because of the generosity of spirit and the dependability of the law of mind. So our spiritual practices all bring us to a deeper awareness of our unity with the divine givingness, our source. So we mustn't skip those important times of the day, even if we need to get up 15 minutes earlier to have that sweet meditative time, to do the spiritual readings, to share with the people we love about the truth of our being and the truth of theirs. Our successful demonstrations of good and our remembrance of those successful demonstrations of our good tend to deepen our trust in the dependability of the law. Some people will make and keep a demonstration journal. And a demonstration is simply the manifestation of that divine intention that we have set, where the law has taken it, fulfilled it for us, and it shows up in our lives, right there in the earth picture, from the divine, from heaven to earth. And if we will recount that by making a little journal and keeping track of these beautiful events that take place in our lives, because of accepting the generosity of spirit and because of counting on the reliability of the law, it deepens our faith. It brings a greater confidence to the work that we do. And truly the key is gratitude. Every time we see a beautiful manifestation of our good and are over the moon in thanksgiving for it, we increase our receptivity. Of course, it's even greater to do the gratitude in our spiritual mind treatment, even before we begin it sometimes. Jesus gave thanks as he began to pray. You give thanks first, give thanks in advance. Allow that growing sense of gracious gratitude to enlarge itself within us to the point that we are living in a state of grace, and our lives become beautifully well balanced and in harmony with the one divine harmony, and our lives become the song of spirit. We look at our current blessings. Do that every day. Reverend Mike and I count our blessings every night before we go to sleep. It's a wonderful way to enter into sweet sleep by going over the wonderful things for which we're grateful from that very day. Look at our current blessings, continue to live in that state of gratitude, and then we see and experience how grace fills our lives. You see, it's not done by my own hand, but through the divine power. It's when we finally get out of I can do it my by self and recognize that there's a power for good in the universe, greater than you are, greater than I am, greater than anything that can happen in our lives and in the world, and that it's ours to use. When we recognize that, we do enter into that beautiful state of grace. If we have this divine power within us, why do you suppose we ever feel inadequate? That's a good question. That's an enigma. I love that word. I also love Edward Elgar's Enigma Variations. Listen to that music sometimes. It'll lift you. But it's an enigma. Why is it with all of this power that we're swimming in that we ever feel a lack of confidence or a sense of inadequacy? See, I don't even like to say the word. Well, that's when a little anxiety may begin to rise. Anyone ever feel any angst? There's a mission you're supposed to accomplish. There's a task that you've chosen to do, and there's a little bit of anxiety that comes up. Well, I'll tell you how it works for me. I surrender to Spirit. Not to the problem, the challenge, the task, whatever. I sweetly, gratefully, willingly, instantly, when I'm smart enough, surrender to the Spirit in me that knows what to do and knows how to do it. And God is in the details. I'm not supposed to figure those out. My job, your job, is to set the intention and to trust the universe to bring it to us, through us. It's always through us. The demonstration always takes place through us. How sweet it is to relax into the creative process. We were intended to utilize the creative process. We are co-creators with this universe. We were intended to use it sweetly and powerfully and constantly. We're always using it. How are we using it? When we get our bloated nothingness out of the paths of the divine circuitry, as Emerson suggested we do, then there's nothing to do. We have planted the seed. We are trusting the presence that loves and gives. We are trusting the law that knows how to deliver, so there is nothing to do. Many of you know that we are involved in this beautiful 12-week Zoom class on Emma Curtis Hopkins' on Your Invisible Power, and it is powerful. And it's bringing the invisible into the visible in so many beautiful ways. And in one of the lessons, Emma teaches us, do nothing. What? What about the Protestant work ethic? What about how I was raised? I've got to be busy, busy, busy. Do nothing. Imagine that for just a moment. You love, honor, trust, and celebrate the presence that gives to you constantly, yes? You appreciate and honor and trust the law that reliably brings to you your conscious intention. You've done that. You've planted the seed. You've released it. The law of mind is taking care of it. God is in the details. Now what is it time for you to do? nothing. Imagine that just for a moment. It's all in process. Do nothing. Try and wrap your mind around that. And then do it. Do what? Nothing. That's trusting the universe, isn't it? Infinite intelligence works out the details. Stop trying to control all the details. Don't be overlooking the work. God knows a lot more about it than you and I do. So let's trust that. Let's take our cotton-picking hands off of it. Let Spirit do the work. This is not avoiding responsibility. It's living in a greater truth. So we must return often to that holy place in consciousness, remembering there is God and nothing else. God and nothing else. Wow. Say this with me. There is one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. Doesn't that feel good? Because, why does it feel good? Because it's truth on your tongue. It's the way it is. The way it always has been and always will be. Let's get on board with the truth. You see, the creative process in this universe works the same as the creative process in each of us as individuals. So we can trust the Spirit to provide. We can trust the law of mind to manifest. Always a perfect outpicturing of our desires. Every creative process begins in the absolute. It begins in the heavenly realm. So we start with Spirit, we stay with Spirit, not the conditions. We must continue the metanoia, turning the mind away from the distraction of what the world might have us believe. Bring the invisible into the visible. That's our beautiful responsibility, the ability to respond to. We have the ability to respond to the loving presence. We have the ability to let the law of mind respond to us. So we trust, and as we trust, it brings the grace of heaven to earth. That's where we choose to live and move and have our being. Say with me, I trust in God.
I trust in God.
My indwelling presence and power
My indwelling presence and power
loves and guides me.
loves and guides me.
Spirit nurtures and guides me.
Spirit nurtures and guides me.
Law brings about what I pray about.
Law brings about what I pray about.
I am moved by grace.
I am moved by grace.
And so, my beloveds, beginneth our lesson. Why, thank you very much. I'll be here all week. It's such a delight to be with you, and it's such a delight to know that you are loving and supporting the work of our beloved center. Thank you for the many, many ways that you contribute to its well-being and its expansion and ongoingness. So this is the time of our prosperity celebration, and as the signs are there to show you the beautiful ways you can contribute. I want to thank you from the bottom, top, sides, and middle of my heart for all that you do to continue to support this beloved community. It's where I choose to give, because the divine substance that flows to me is that divine substance. And the closest source of my spiritual food is right here in this community. So it's my pleasure always to take my gift, hold it to my heart. Remember, that's where my good comes from. And I'll invite you now to share the affirmation with me if you choose to. I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered. And so it is. I don't know.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God is the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth and the stars and all of creation. God is creator, all and all, needing us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. All that I want you to do is command my hands. What must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. And God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
And yes, we are being shown the way, and it's a beautiful way, and it's a way of grace. Thank you all so much for being with us today. Those brave people who joined us here in person, thank you. It's a delight to see you here. And we have our practitioners and our two ministers standing here just celebrating you. And so as we go forth, let it be a walk in grace, allowing the joy, the power, and the presence to shine so brightly through us that all are lifted up. And so it is.